Alright, we're back with another episode here of Rigmor of Bruma Reboot. This should be episode 9. And I found the right mountain path after spending 8 getting lost and killing a dragon. So Rigmor and I are ready to head on over and find Angi's camp, which shouldn't be too far away. And for those who get lost like me, I believe it's near, I feel like, there's like a, there it is, I think it's, is this Ancestor Glade? There's something over here. I'm determined to mark it. In case I get lost again, I kind of have a spot to run to. There we go. Ancestor Glade. Path is not too far from there. I also know there's a bandit camp along that stream, so usually I pick it up from there, but missed it this time. I think, no, we may have to go past the glade. There we go. I know there's some great mods out there like grass control, which also offers what's called pre-catching. I used to have it, and it did help reduce grass on the path for me. Again, depends on the grass mod, and you can adjust some grass settings for how tall and thick your grass is. But I don't have that mod running because at some point it seemed to be why my Falk's for grass mod wasn't displaying grass. So for simplicity, I just disabled them, and I'm running northern grass and then cathedral, their pine grass for other areas. So I like northern grass a lot, but it does, like all these wonderful grass mods, they do tend to thicken up your path. So, well, keep out. That sounds welcoming. And why do I suspect this is the way to Angi's? So let's go around that there keep out sign and get back on the path here. Here we go. Finally, success, Rigmor. We only got lost a few times. And here we go. Angi's camp with those practice targets. The Rigmor mod does change up this area, so. So do expect it to look a little different. And then when Rigmor gets to a point, as you see, she will walk herself to the camp. So I'm going to let you lead, Riggs, because you know Angi and I do not.
Name's Angi. Think you might be in the wrong place, friend. And if you try anything stupid, I won't hesitate to put an arrow in your head.
Angi, it's okay.
I'm here with Rigmor.
Nah, I don't think so. She's under my protection. Don't get any bright ideas.
Angi, this is the Guardian.
She's with me now.
Is that so? We'll see about that.
Oh, okay.
Angi, she saved my life. It's okay. Relax.
Calm down. By the way, don't ever just say that to someone who's really upset. They usually don't want to hear you tell them to calm down. But anyway, Angi, complete stranger. Calm down. I'm a friend.
Very well. Consider yourself warned.
I will.
Then keep your hands to yourself.
Come on. My tent's over there.
Goodness.
I have a spare bedroll you can crash on.
Well, thanks, Rigmor. Why do I always need to keep my hands to myself? I am not grabby, touchy. Okay. She might be the hugging type, but still. With consent. Alright. There's the bed. Let's talk for a second. So, let's get this straight. I'm officially the guardian now.
Yeah, my guardian angel.
So, what's with Angi?
I got myself seriously wounded after the Bruma thing. Angi found me while she was hunting in the forest. I was almost dead, and if it wasn't for her, I would have bled out and died right there.
Lucky that she found you then.
Yeah. She brought me here and nursed me and sat with me through the fever. We share some similarities. We've both suffered greatly for events not of our making. She treats me as if I were her own daughter.
Yes, I noticed how protective of you she was back there.
Don't be too put off by her abruptness. She really is a nice person once you get to know her. Mention to her about those practice targets. She'll like that very much. It'll break the ice and give her a chance to get rid of that damn bow she's always on about.
She has a special bow?
You won't regret it. It's actually very good.
So, apart from being on the run, why Skyrim?
I'm not sure. Adventure, maybe? Or sanctuary, even as it's not safe for me now in Cyrodiil. Skyrim is my ancestral home. I've never been here before.
Me either.
I want to explore a little and see it for myself.
What happened to your mother?
My mother and I were sold into slavery. I was very young when we were separated.
Aw.
I haven't seen her in 4 years. I don't even know if she's still alive. Barandar, who's very special to me, managed to send me a note. He has some information on my mother's ring, but it'll have to wait. Rose needs us, and I want to get my father's sword back.
So what happened to you, Rigmor? Who hurt you?
I'm sorry. I don't want to talk about that right now. Maybe some other time. I'm going to rest a while. Why don't you go take a look at my map in Angi's shack? It's on the table. It'll give you a chance to break the ice with her. Let me know when you're ready to move out.
So here's a moment where you can do some extra dialogue with Rigmor. There's spots in the mod if the two of you are at an inn or maybe sitting on a certain bench. You can always say let's chat and ask her some questions. The options do vary a bit depending on where you are at the mod. So let's see what our early options are here.
Okay.
Tell me, why'd you shave your hair?
Well, when I came of age and left elsewhere, the first thing I wanted to do was take revenge on the Thalmor that had kept us as hostages. Shaving my head was a symbol of renewal.
I take it you got your revenge.
Yeah, they killed my dad. He was arrested for war crimes.
So he was a soldier?
He was a brigade commander, led the Nord volunteers against the Dominion during the Great War.
Ah. You must be very proud of him.
Hell yeah! Was decorated by Titus Meade himself, fought under General Jonah. After the war, he went to Hammerfell, helped the Red Guard take on the Dominion.
Nice.
After the fighting stopped, he met my mom, settled in Bruma, and they had me. Then after many years had passed, they came after him. He sacrificed himself to save me and my mom. Or that's what he thought. But they betrayed us. I slew them all at the embassy near Bruma. And they've had the hots for me ever since.
Thanks, Rigmor.
It's cool.
Alright, that's all we're going to ask for now. Don't want to be too prying, too early. And there are questions she won't answer right now. Okay. You rest. Nice and cozy with the sword on your back. And go look at your map. Alright, so obviously if you played Skyrim, you probably know about Angi's quest to practice those targets and earn her bow. I am not going to do that because there is a Skyrim bug, and I, for some reason, always tend to hit that bug. So we'll be skipping that. But if you do that quest regularly, you can do that now as part of the Rigmor of Bruma, and I believe there is extra dialogue, but since I've never finished the quest properly with Rigmor of Bruma installed, I don't know what that extra commenting or features are. So, like I said, I always bug it out, and it's not a bug in Skyrim that's easy to fix, and since Rigmor of Bruma does use Angi for a while, I would just rather not trigger the bug. So, this is a nice setup though. Let's see what she's got in the chest. Lots of stuff. We're gonna take it all. Yep, we're not gonna steal, but we could work on some armor improvements and weapon improvements, so that's funny. So I've got the laundry mod, which apparently impressively has not gone on fire with the forge here, so that's a little overlap between the laundry mod and the what Rigmor of Bruma adds to this area, so kind of funny. We'll just rack that up to magic, keeping that wood from catching on fire. Alright.
Sorry, a girl can't be too careful out here. Like I said, name's Angi, and I've been living out here for a couple of years now.
Let's chit-chat, Angi.
Lost, stranger?
You just met me. Rigmor tells me you're pretty good with a bow.
I've been hunting and fishing in these parts for years.
Hasn't
There's
everybody?
enough for all of us if you aren't greedy.
Of course. Alright. Since I don't want to trigger that quest, we are going to hold off on any conversation.
All right, then.
Just wanted to make sure there wasn't any other Rigmor comments. Alright. Appropriate books, I think. Let's read this letter. To Justicia Milin, New Order of Eleanor. The order requests that the Daedric artifacts be moved to Fort Black with immediate effect. High Justicia Jorar has now been assigned to the replication of the weapon and amulet. Too much time has been taken to duplicate the items, and although a breakthrough has been made to fuse Daedric relics with advanced metallurgy, 4 years for only one of each item is not acceptable. They're up to something. Joar believes he can quadruple production time as to furnish our military personnel as soon as it is possible. Make sure both the originals and duplicates are dispatched. Too much time has already been wasted. General Tyler Andrea, the A guy, Tyler. Let's take that note. So there's something about weapons, Daedric artifacts. Sounds a little sketchy. Rigmor's map. Okay, let's see. Bloodlet Mine. Bloodlet Throne with vampires. Fort Black. Camp. Angi's Traps. Elgin. So it looks like Bloodlet Mine, And Bloodlight Throne. We'll have to go to those areas and then we can make our way to Fort Black. Nicely done, drawing Rigmor. Anything else? We can read about the Great War, Oblivion Crisis, yada yada. And we're not going to steal anything. I don't want an arrow to the head. Thank you, Angie. It's going to be nighttime. So why don't we sleep a bit? That way, it will also be daylight again, and we are going to talk to Rigmor. You know, I was going to say let's talk to Rigmor and go rescue Rose, but I better use that smith, the forge, and the workbench. Okay, let's see. Let's try to improve our armor. Alright, not much, but we can do it. Apparently I have two. I don't know which one I'm wearing. So we'll improve both of them. Let's see if we can improve my custom axes. There we go, we can. So these are, I told you these last episode, these are custom ones I created, and I do keep them as, you can smith them like you do regular steel axes, and no extra requirements. Also no reduce requirements. So we are going to improve both of them. And you know, let's get some skill sets in here. Improve that bow. Always fun to make a pickaxe better for no good reason. These are all skill sets though. Be good to improve. Alright. I don't think I have the skills to make anything better than what I've already got. Let's look at... Got a great mod for Baltimore, which is... This is apparently based off a real like knife... some kind of armory or real location in, I believe, the Baltimore area. It's a great mod with some beautifully crafted weapons and shields. So I have a couple of their... I've used their axes before, and they're just beautiful. So if you don't have, I will link that mod because I think I think what they've made is, and these are based on real items you can actually purchase. So I don't see the axes as an option for me to craft, but they do exist, and I've used them before I made Terra's custom war axes. And I'm going to make, well, I was. Let's see if I can make it in. Oh, there we go. So this is normally a necklace that, hey! That's a necklace that Tara normally wears, and I just did not craft it before the beginning of the game. There's also some earrings usually I can make with Dark Knight. This series, a mod DX mod. It makes fantastic, beautifully detailed armor. These are special versions by X Studio, another mod author who, with permissions, has crafted some slightly custom looks with to these armors, so to the Dark Knight series. Regardless of all that, we're not crafting those because we're not going to wear those. Yeah, we've got iron. Here we go. These are, speaking of X Studio, these are some of my, this is some of my favorite armor. So let's see if I have enough material. We are going to create that item. I don't remember which boots I wear. Do we want to go leather? Slightly armored. Let's go for armored. Steel boots. I know these are based off the vanilla ones, but again, the coloring's been changed up. Alright. Why don't we put on some fresh clothes here? Boom, boom, boom. And her Talos necklace in honor of a lost love that, again, you can read about in the blog. So, good. She worshipped Terra worships Devella, but she switched to at least wearing a Talos amulet after she lost someone she cared about. And the scars here on her shoulder and arm also have a story that, as of this recording, I have not written about, but I will be talking about at some point. So this is kind of my favorite look of Terra's that I even use in my personal playthrough. So, boots, armor. Let's see if we can improve this armor. Hey, we can. And this is light armor. Well, that one, no, that's a banded. Okay, yeah. I think these are all light. Not sure what that improvement does, but okay. Skill sets. And my favorite look. Because that is naturally the only magic she's good at based on the story. So we will keep her to her limits. Axes and flames are her main abilities with a little bit of healing. Let's save. And since it is now morning, let's check in. Let's wake Rigmor up and get on the road. You good to go?
Yeah, I think I'm good.
Drew the map yourself?
Yeah, that was quite something, right? If you want to take the horses and ride up to the base of the mine, take Angie's horse. She won't mind.
Good to know. Let's ride.
I'll follow your lead.
Yeah, of course you will. Not that you didn't draw the map. Angie got a little bit of cough there. So, here we go. Early in the game, but we, without having to buy one, have a horse we can ride. I do have a mod for horses to change their look, and also a separate one called Simple Horse that helps you call them and set them to not fight and be essential. The replacer for their appearance does not affect the Rigmor. So the that mod, I think it's light horses. I think it only changes the vanilla ones and none of the Hearthfire or any custom horses. So, and that is Ren back there, which is Rigmor's horse. Alright. When there's an option to ride a horse in this mod, I do take it because it usually works pretty well. Alright, Angie. Hold the fort down. I also have an horse animation mod, so your riders sit and do other motions a little differently than standard. So let's check the map. Yep, some of my stuff in a bear trap. Alright. So first we're going to Bloodlet Mine. And there's Fort Black. And this is close to Bloodlet Throne, as we saw on the map. So we will probably pass that first. Excuse me, rabbit. You following me? Yeah. Yeah, there we go. See the castle on the map means Bloodlet Throne is coming up somewhere. And it's right here, not very far away. So we will hopefully get this marked. We do not need to go in. So now the question is, where's Bloodlet Mine? I think there's another dungeon from the Hammett's dungeon. Yep, straight ahead. That's not, again, that's part of the dungeon pack mod. Huh? That little, if you hear a little sound in the background, that is my dog barking in his sleep. Alright. I will say now, and I'll probably try to remember before we get to the point, but the Hammett's dungeon pack, I do love it. It does have one conflict with Rigmor of Bruma late in the mod. It's a terrain conflict that I can always work around, so I might disable the pack when we get there, but also know you can have them both, but do expect a little bit of a hiccup. Alright, dialogue available, so Rigmor's got something to say. So I'm guessing this is the place.
The entrance to the mine must be up there.
How do you want to do this?
Well, you're the guardian angel, right?
Apparently.
I'll follow your lead.
Yeah, gee, thanks. You know? I think we're gonna pause right here. Next episode, we're gonna see what's going on with this mine and try to get ourselves into Fort Black and rescue Rose. Thanks for watching.